Hey, everybody. It's that time once again. It's Sunday afternoon with Michael, the man behind me, Paul Lynde. Politics is a drag. He's a comedian, he's an actor, he's a stand-up comic, he does a little bit of everything. And on Sundays, I let him take control of That's Entertainment. And so without further ado, let's bring the little turd on right now. It's time for you, Michael. Where are you? Hey, Esther, thank you. I am here. It's exciting. It's Emmy Day. What the hell is happening to my screen? I have no idea who's going to pop in. I just like to come on and do the show. And hey, everybody, how you doing? It is the Emmys. So I figured, fuck it. I was just going to come on and babble and talk and see if anybody had any comments that they wanted to share. So I got the TV set up behind me. I have a cocktail because it's Sunday and it is the Emmys. I'm not nominated this year. Maybe next year. But I can't talk about that. Anyway, life is good. How is everybody? Hey, Cheryl Reese, how are you? Happy Emmy Awards Day to you. There they is. There she is. You know, I just said, screw it. I'm going to come on today because I missed last Sunday. And the Sunday before because I was in Los Angeles, but I'm back. Hey, everybody, I see you all popping in. Let's see, where's everybody coming from? 5 people from Politics is a Drag are in here. 2 from Ester Goldberg. Nobody from Ester Goldberg TV, but that's okay. And Michael Airington Facebook. Please go over to the comments section and say hello because that way you can chime in on the conversation. It's all fun. Ta-da. There it is. Cheryl Reese is in that room. There we go. Hey, Barbara DeBella, how are you? I love me some Barbara DeBella. This is my sister from a mother from, how did that? She's my sister from another mother. There we go. I had a little brain fart there. But anyway, I just said, screw it. I'm going to come on and talk about the Emmys stuff. Oh, my God. Hold on to this. Hold on. What is this? Hello. I saw your talk with Sloan. Bella, very interesting. Blessings and positive. Pretoria, South Africa. And we're marching to Pretoria. Hey, Denise. Is it Denise Agan? I'll try to pronounce it correctly. But anyway, you know, Esther's not here. I'm not. I don't have the outfit on today. We're actually getting ready for something really big, but I'm not really allowed to talk about it. But you'll be hearing about it soon. Or maybe, okay, I might be able to give hints on it later this week. I'm not sure, but it's pretty big. It's a pretty big thing for Miss Esther. Anyway, let's bring this music down. There. Oh my God, sometimes the music is in my ear. So anyway, we've got this going on behind us. Hey, Robert Jones, how you doing? I know Robert is from somewhere and I can't remember where it's from, but I love it. I love it when like Sloane's friends come over, like from South Africa, from Australia, from Ireland, from the UK. I love it when we get a bunch of cool people popping in, and that's really, really cool. But anyway, I love Jennifer Coolidge. Can you see her in the background? I've got that pathetic, oh my God, the E Entertainment television shit. You know what I'm talking about? Oi, there she is. Judy Diamond, my other sister from another mother. There you are, Judy. But anyway, so if anybody hasn't seen White Lotus, she's really good in White Lotus. So, I mean, it's really, really kind of cool. So anyway, I just decided to like throw on the E Entertainment crap because I can't stand it. They hire some of the dumbest, stupidest people to interview on the red carpet. I don't know if you've ever seen Esther on the red carpet, but she actually does her homework. She makes everybody laugh. These idiots are like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Oh, they ask the same fucking questions over and over and over. And it's boring. You know, that's why I miss Joan Rivers. I mean, do you remember Joan Rivers? Oh, can we talk Joan Rivers on the red carpet? Oh, talk about your Bay of Pigs. Oh my God, what the hell is she wearing? I mean, Joan was great. Joan was the best of the best. And then for them, you know, some of these little assholes on Entertainment Television think that they can, um, follow in her footsteps. You can't. You can't. Oh my God. What is this? Moesha Lipschitz. She's one of my newest friends. I want a hot dog really, really bad. I bet you do. I bet you want a Hebrew National. Blessed, especially hard. Blessed really hard, huh, Moesha? Moesha, one of these days you're gonna have to come on and come on camera with me, because I know, well, you'll have to come on with Esther because the two of you have like the same color hair. And I think the two of you would be a hoot with each other. It would be so cool. Anyway, so let's see what's happening in America. What's happening in my life? We've got some really cool stuff going on. I'm going back to Los Angeles on the 8th, I think. The 8th? I think it's the 8th. Yeah, the 7th or the 8th. I'm going back to Los Angeles. My friends are getting married. My friends are getting married at the Wayfair Chapel. If you've never seen the Wayfair Chapel, it is this incredible glass chapel on the up at the top of Palos Verdes Estates on the peninsula up above. I mean, it's beautiful, and people wait forever to be able to be married in the Wayfair Chapel. And so my friends are Ivan and Jeff Magaro are getting married there. So I'm flying in for the wedding, and so we all meet at the marina, and the buses take us from the Marina Del Rey to the Wayfair Chapel. And then when the wedding is over, the wedding's over, we all pile into the buses, and there's going to be a lot of Latin boys. I'll be happy. Anyway, so we all hop on the buses, and then we're bussed back to the Marina Del Rey, and the reception is on a yacht. I don't know yet if we are bobbling around the marina. I can't imagine us going out into the Pacific with a bunch of drunken crazy people, but that's what's happening. It's pretty cool. So I'm really excited about that. I am. And then I may be coming back on the 31st for who is that? Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Oh, isn't that the guy that's on Jeopardy right now? He's kind of weird. Maybe I'm wrong. He looks like it. I have no idea. I don't have the sound up because I can't deal with the Lizzo wannabe and this blonde tart in the middle. I don't know who any of these people are. Do you people know who they are? I have no fucking idea. Anyway, it is Emmy Day. I don't know if I don't know what's going to happen here. They're lining up. It was supposed to start at 7:00 Pacific time, but I think it's going to be 8:00 Pacific time. I can't remember. Hold on, let me turn down I just remembered that if I don't turn my phone down, let's see. Hold on there. Let me see. I think, okay. What time do the Emmys start?
73rd Primetime Emmy Awards will be on Sunday, September 19th, 2021.
Okay,
from
so it's
5 p.m. until 8 p.m. Pacific.
Gotcha. 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific time. So that means that what the hell? That means that it's another hour. So I guess that's why they're doing that. So, but the thing, there's a football game on here. You really think these idiot rednecks and that run the conservative stations in Vegas are going to turn off the football game for the Emmys? No, because the Emmys don't get ratings anymore. Nobody watches the Emmys, but God bless them. Hold on. What's it? It's 5:00 in LA. Yeah, that's what I saw, Junie. But there's a football game on here, and I'm just trying to figure what the hell if they're gonna do it. Right now, I have YouTube TV. I use YouTube TV. My hair has got like such a hard on today. YouTube TV is really cool because it's much better than cable. It's like if you cut the cord from cable, you can have that. It's really cool. But so anyway, I use YouTube TV, and so that's why I have it in here. I guess I could, and I can't watch it on two channels at the same time, so I have to turn it off in this room to watch it in the living room. or to watch it in my bedroom. But it's fine. It's great. So I just figure I'll stay on until right before the Emmys, unless you all hang out with me, but I doubt it. You all want to watch it on your televisions in your places where you live and stuff. So let's see. Let me go over here. I was so excited when I figured out how many people are watching from different places. So it's kind of cool. So we got people watching the Politics is a Drag. Hey, Politics is a Drag people who are checking in. The Michael Airington people, you guys are checking in. Ester Goldberg's people are checking in. My other Michael Airington page is there. And Ester Goldberg TV. Somebody came in and they left. Oh, but that's okay. What happens is with some of these things is that what's the word I want to use? Some people watch the recast when I do these shows, but I've got some incredible. My friend, another incredible psychic medium, Debbie Tatel. Hold on, what is this? Michael, I just can't muster the desire. I apologize for logging off. I had a terrible weekend, and I just can't muster the desire to watch anything. It's okay, Jeffrey. We all have days like that. Trust me. But yeah, next week, I think I have my friend, or this week, I think we're going to bring in Debbie Tatel. I'm not sure. And then the following week, I have another psychic. I become the epicenter for psychic mediums and tarot card readers. They all want to come on my show. And they're all incredibly good, gifted people. They have the gift. And I love bringing them on because we find out more about them. And we find out where they came from and how they developed their gift and how they knew they had the gift. And I find that so interesting because so many of my friends who come on that are psychic mediums and tarot readers and astrologers and whatever, they all have a different story, how they discovered their gift or how it was passed down from generations to generations. Like my friend Adir Alicio, Adir, who was on the show about a month and a half ago, it was passed down to him by his abuelita, his grandma, and she guided him on how to what's the word I want to use? On how to read the cards and pick up things and read people. It's pretty cool. So yes, indeed. Let's see. I'm just finding all this cool stuff. Sometimes I come on here and I find new stuff that I haven't seen before. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, because there are some of you that are, I'm Michael Airington. I created Ester Goldberg, created Paul Lynde for the live show, and I created Politics as a Drag. And so the combination of all of them is about 40,000 subscribers. And then you add in the YouTube, that's another 10,000. So it's about 50,000 people, which is pretty cool. But I just decided that when I'm not wearing the red wig or the Paul Lynde wig, that I can come on myself and show people that part of the illusion. But we got some cool stuff is going on this coming week. You'll see some of the pictures. Thursday's a very big day. It is a very big day, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. Or say what it is, because it's big. It's probably one of the biggest things I've ever done in my entire life, and it's happening on Thursday. And you won't be able to see it for another 6 to 8 months. Or sooner, I don't know. It just depends upon the network or the cable company or the streaming service. I don't know, but anyway. So, got any questions? Hit me up. I'm here. Ask me questions. Anything you want to know about anything? We did get some new. We got some new nail polish for Esther. I found out the last few times the nail polish that I had this for her dried up, which I'm going to toss right now. It's tossed away. And it's like I tried to put it on. It was like dried. Will you be performing Paul Lynde in Las Vegas again in the near future? We are hoping. Hey, Lance, and we are hoping that it might happen. There's a lot of interest. It could possibly go this. We could possibly also end up in Los Angeles with Paul Lynde or Palm Springs with Paul Lynde. But I was these people the other day, these sweet people that I met here in Vegas, going to get my hair cut the other day. And I know it doesn't look like it was cut because it looks like shit right now. But these people were saying, you need to take Paul Lynde to Branson. You need to bring him to Branson. Branson, he'll be a huge hit in Branson. And then it probably would be a big hit in Branson, but I think the ending might freak them out, because at the end of the show, if you've seen the Paul Lynde show, the show ends with him saying goodbye, as he's leaving this world again. And um, the song "I Am What I Am," he sings the first couple of verses of "I am what I am. I am what I am. I was my own special creation. Come give me the hook, give me the look or an ovation." And he goes, "Yep, I was piped into American households. 20, 30, 40, 50, 70 million people tuned in." And then he goes through this whole monologue about how, he made America laugh. They laughed with him, not at him. And he uses this term that we put into the show, and he goes, I think I made the world a better place for sissies." And so anyway, it's really, really a cool ending. And people that come to see it, they get a little tear in their eye, because the Paul Lynde show is, when we were writing it, there's a whole story about how we wrote the Paul Lynde show. And I originally had 2 writers in LA, and I was in Washington, D.C. at the time with Esther. And for those of you that know the history of Esther, she was the biggest show in Washington, D.C. for 4 years. She was huge. She was, in one of the biggest hotels. She had a huge following. And she raised, believe it or not, Esther raised over $250,000 for pediatric AIDS, women with breast cancer, the Montner Project, so many different charities she helped raise money for. And so while I was there is when I decided that I was going to do the Paul Lynde show. I had taken Esther as far as she could go. She got her own day named after her, key to the city. And I was like, I couldn't take her any bigger. So I knew that I had to leave, Washington, D.C. So one fateful Sunday afternoon, this is how the Paul Lynde story happened. Because for those of you that know me, I started off in the business doing impressions. I could do all kinds of different voices, about 100, 150 voices at one time. And so this one Sunday afternoon in D.C., I just woke up one morning and said, I'm going to go see a show. Let me go see what's playing. And I looked in the New York Times, and it said it was the final performance for this show called Goodnight Gracie, starring Frank Gorshin. It was at the Helen Hayes Theater. And it was all about George Burns, Say Goodnight Gracie. And so I thought, well, hell, I'm going to take the train up. So I bought my ticket, one ticket, took the train up, got off at Penn Station, zipped up to the theater. It was the Helen Hayes Theater. And I sat in the back row, and the show started, and I saw how they staged this show. It was just a really cool staging. And I went, oh my God, I could do that with Paul Lynde and bring Paul Lynde back, just like they brought George Burns back. And so that was the beginning. So I was working with these 2 people in LA who wanted to write. Her name was Kathy Malik. She's no longer with us. She died of a brain hemorrhage at her driveway. But she and her partner wanted to write the script. So we had an agreement. They'll write the first stab of the script, then I will take it and make the changes that I want. Agreed. Handshake. Boom. Well, I said goodbye to DC. It was a fanfare. It was like 2 weeks of goodbyes. I zipped to LA, and that's when they presented me with this script, and I just about puked. It was so cliched. It was Paul Lynde's in his bedroom watching television. He has a massive heart attack. He dies, and then the angel comes to tell him about his life and goes through the whole thing. And I'm like going, are you serious? No, this is so bad. This is so cliched. It's been done. It's got to be done differently. Well, I made the changes to the script, gave it back to them. They were insulted. They didn't accept my changes, gave me back the script, kept a couple of the changes. I turned around, gave it back. Well, this went back and forth for about a month, to the point of I just realized I was in a never-ending battle with these people. And I mean, we got into a huge fight. And I just said, you know what? I can't do this show. I'm not going to do this script. And so what happened was I walked away from these people. Here I left an incredibly paying job in Washington, D.C., moved back to L.A. to do this show. And I thought that the script was going to be enough to bring in investors. And then so I'm back in LA. I don't have a script. I don't even have the rights to the Paul Lynde estate. So immediately after I walked away from Kathy and her writing partner, I said, I got to get the rights to the estate. They're going to try, because they said, well, we're going to do the show anyway. We're going to get J.M. Bullock to play Paul Lynde. And I was like, no, you are not. I'm going to play Paul Lynde. It was made for me to play. So I went to the Screen Actors Guild and I tried to find out who had the rights to the Paul Lynde estate. And it turned out that it was his nieces had the rights to the estate, and they lived in Arizona, in Mesa, Arizona. So I wrote a letter. They wouldn't give me the number to get a hold of the family because that's just what they do. But I wrote this letter and said, my name is Michael Airington. I'm doing this show, blah, 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 blah. And I really would love to be able to have the rights and permission to play your uncle in this show. I wrote it. And then I heard back from them. They called me. And at the time I said, can I call you right back? And I did. And I explained to them what I was doing. And they go, well, it's really funny that you're asking to do the rights because this woman named Kathy called and she wants the rights to the show. So I explained to them that I was working with them and that I do Paul Lynde. And we were working together, but they were doing a show that just didn't pay justice to your uncle. And so I said, could we have a meeting? And I said, yeah. I said, I'll fly there. And they said, when can you fly here? I said, I can be there tomorrow. And she says, oh, I'm getting my hair done. I said, well, what time's your hair getting finished done? And so I said, listen, I'll be on the next plane if you will have a meeting with me. So after their hair was done, I was to meet them at the airport. So I met them at the Phoenix airport in a Mexican restaurant, of course. And I explained to them my idea of the show and that I wanted the rights and permission. And she said, after explaining to my concept of the show compared to their concept of the show, they said, we want to give it to you. We see the passion in your voice and the feelings that you have in your heart for Paul. So then I ended up getting the rights to the estate in perpetuity to play Paul Lynde in any big show. So that was pretty cool. So meanwhile, I go back to Los Angeles and they're pissing themselves because they don't have the rights. I do. And then I ended up through friend Frank Hagen and some other people, I ended up getting the rights. I ended up meeting Peter Marshall's agent, Fred Wasbrook, who introduced me to Peter Marshall, who decided to come on board and do the voiceovers for the show, because my concept for the Paul Lynde show was that we were going to do a show where he hasn't died. Basically, the show shows up and he hasn't died. He's just been gone for 40 years or 35 years at the time. And it's like we open it very mystical, with from Sunset Boulevard. I don't know why I'm frightened. I know my way around here. And there's lights and twinkles and stuff. And you don't see Paul. You just hear his voice. And he goes, the cardboard trees, the painted seas, the signs here, and the midnight movie magic, and the magic of the moment. It seems as if I've never said goodbye. And at that point, I am positioned in the square on stage and the lights, and I go, did you miss me? And the light comes on and I'm in the middle of the center square. And then I come out and I do the show and I meet the audience and I go, what the hell is Twitter? What is, we just had, what is Instagram? It was something we had in the 70s when your dealer got there quick. All kinds of cool stuff like that. And then he goes in talking about his life. And he says, I bet y'all wonder how I got into this business. I was a fat kid. And we do this whole thing. And we go through his life all the way to how he didn't make it in the movies. And the Hollywood Squares is what made him a household name. I'm Bewitched. We cover Bewitched too. And that's how the show is. And so when I was talking about the ending, that brings a tear to everybody's eyes. What the hell's that woman have on her head? Somebody stuck a pineapple or a Brillo pad on her head. So the ending of the show is he says, after they finish playing the Hollywood Squares, um, uh, Peter comes on, Paul, it was good to see you. I know, Peter, I gotta go. And so it's like at the end of Ghost when Patrick Swayze says goodbye. This is how Paul says goodbye, and he's leaving, and it's really cool, and it's very emotional. And I've never had yet, not yet, has there not been somebody who comes up to me, a gay man or woman, who comes up to me and says, "You made me have a tear," and it's like that. I know I did my job. Anyway, so that's that, and I just thought I'd share that with you. Hope I didn't bore you too much. Mm. This is orange vodka with simply cranberry, simply a splash of simply lemonade, and some orange mineral water from Trader Joe's. Hi, Deanna Cherie Amore, my dear Cherie Amore. Hey, Paul Larry. Yep, that's the true story on how it happened. And then what happened after I got Peter Marshall in, to do the show, Peter introduced me to a woman named Jan Forbes, who was Paul Lynde's basically Paul Lynde's beard. And then they came in and helped me with information about Paul Lynde's life. So we started workshopping the show at this place called the M Bar in Hollywood. And so then Peter comes to see the show to see what it's like in the beginning. And then he brings Rosemary, who Rosemary and I met a long time ago with Four Girls Four when I was opening for Rosemary Clooney. I used to, for those of you that don't know, Rosemary Clooney helped me in my career as well. I opened for her for 2 summers as a stand-up comic. But so he brought Rosemary one night to one of the workshop productions of the Paul Lynde show, and we fell in love all over again. And so we kept working on the show and putting it together. Then we moved to this place called the Backlot. It's no longer around. They tore the building down. But at one time, the Backlot was one of the most incredible places for the biggest stars to try out their shows in cabaret style. I mean, Peter Allen, Cheetah Rivera, Paul Lynde, everybody played the Backlot at one time. And they brought it back in around 2004, 2005. And so we brought the show back there because it was appropriate to bring him to the Backlot in West Hollywood. And then one night, Peter Marshall shows up one night, and he comes to the dressing room. I go to the dressing room, everybody knock on the door. Hello, Michael, it's Peter. I go, hi, Peter, come on in. And he's like, this is before the show starts. He goes, Michael, I just wanted to let you know that I bought a couple of Paul's friends in the audience tonight. And I'm like, oh, who'd you bring? He goes, I brought Cloris Leachman. I brought Rosemary. I brought Karen Valentine, and JP Morgan's at one of the other tables. I go, are you serious? And he goes, yes, I thought they would enjoy the show. Now talk about putting your ass out there. All of a sudden you realize you're performing for his peers, because what people don't realize is Jan Forbes was there, of course, but Cloris Leachman and Paul Lynde, Jan Forbes, Patricia Neal, Charlton Heston, what's her name from Facts of Life? Oh my God, I love her to death. Oh, Charlotte Rae. They were all in the same acting class at Northwestern University. I have the video of them. Anyway, so I go out to do the show, and I was nervous as fuck because, I'm doing the show for his friends, people that knew him. So if I didn't pay homage to him the right way, they could hate my guts. So luckily it was pretty cool. Cloris cried. She said I brought her buddy back. Karen, they all were very emotional because I didn't portray Paul as some people would have tried to have portrayed him. Yes, I showed the alcoholism. I showed the bitterness that he had for not being a movie star. But I also was able to bring a little bit of a warmth, because he really was, when he wasn't drinking, he was one of the nicest people in the entire world. Hey, Red Rover, so glad you caught live. Yeah, I'm live today. But let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find this video file. I might be able to find it. Hold on. If I can find this video of oh, actually, you know what? Here is. I'm going to put this up. This is actually the commercial for the Paul Lynde show here in Vegas. Watch.
I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Do you know what it's like to be in a hit Broadway show?
Oh, hold on. We got to do this one more time. Hold on. Hold on. I put it in too quickly. Okay, let's try.
I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Do you know what it's like to be in a hit Broadway show?
You get laid every night.
What do women do immediately after having sex?
Oh, they wake up.
Kids, but they still do just what they want to do.
It was this. The tinkle, hello, and Margaret.
What's the matter with kids today?
So yeah, that was the show. That was on the marquee on Bally's. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. It makes me crazy. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, Adobe. Is it an Adobe? Hold on. Where the he? I want to find this because it's really cool. But it's one of the coolest videos where Paul is desktop. I wish I could find it. I don't think I have it here. Let's see. Video. Let's see. That was for the Emmys. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Let me see. Adobe. Let me see. Michael A. Here we go. Michael A. Data. H. Videos. Nope. Let's see. Pictures. Nope. Where the hell is it? It makes me crazy. Anyway, I just thought I would be able to find it, but I wasn't planning on talking about it. So I thought that I was going to show you the video. Let me see. I'm still going to look for it real quickly. Thank you, Paul Larry. I'm glad you liked it. Let's see. That's entertainment. That's this. That's that. I kind of remember. Oh, I know where it's at. Elements. Okay. Don't tell me I'm going to screw up my. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Elements. Please be working. Hold on. There's elements. Okay. All right. There's this. Jason Stewart. There we go. Wizard of Oz. Dr. Long Johns. There's Esther and Ruta Lee. Wait a minute. Here we go. I might have it. Let's see. That's me and Hoyt Axton. There's Peter Marshall. I love it. Every video except for the one that I want. I love it. Here's something funny that people haven't seen before. Ready for this? Here we go. This is Shysta. That one won't work either. Well, damn. Sometimes the video won't work. Let's see. There's Paul. Chomps. There's me with the Carmen Miranda scene. Wizard of Oz. I can't believe this. I hate this when I don't. Soaps. Oh my goodness, it's Paul Lynde. Let's see if this. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see. Nope. I hate it. Anyway, I'll find it and I'll put it up there, and you guys can see it another time. But it's an incredible video of me introducing Cloris Leachman and Karen Valentine and Rosemary and Peter Marshall, and it is one of those. It's one of those moments in my life when you're doing a show and you just go, holy wow, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's like as a kid growing up, you find out you're on stage performing for the people that you grew up watching with on television, and they're laughing and applauding you. And that is probably one of the greatest accomplishments you can have, as a performer, to do that. And you know what? It was so funny. Ruta Lee, when I was at her house a couple weeks ago, she said the same thing. She went through the same thing when she came to Hollywood. She goes, Michael, I still do get awed when I meet some of these people that I get to work with and associate with. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I remember going out. I remember it was in Palm Springs. We were still working the show out, and we did this. It was a place called Heaven in Palm Springs. It's not there anymore. We brought the Paul Lynde show there, And I came out one night to do the show, and there's Andy Williams sitting at the edge of the stage, and then Kay Ballard over here. And I was like, oh my God. And then after the show, Andy Williams, gave me all kinds of stories about Paul and how they worked together at the Blue Angel in New York City. And then Kay Ballard, God bless her and rest her soul, she came up to me and she goes, kid, here I was 50 years old, kid, you're getting drunk too quick. Paul got drunk slowly, and he got more and more bitter as he got drunker. And that's what you got to do to make it more believable. And it was amazing. So, Cloris gave me hints. They all gave me pieces of Paul, the nuances that helped develop the character. So anyway, it's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Who's this? I have no idea who that. Oh, is that the guy from Ted Lasso? I can't remember. I don't know. I've not seen Ted Lasso, but he looks like it. Oh, someone just asked, did I ever meet Alice Ghostly too? Yes, I did. Alice Ghostly, there's a difference. See, Paul Lynde would talk like this. He'd go down. Alice, even though everybody thought they were brothers and sisters, when Alice talked, she went up with her voice, sort of like this. Oh my goodness. That's how she talked. So Paul was like this. Alice was like this. But I met Alice, and I actually worked on a project with her husband, Felice Arlande, who was her husband. I don't even know if he's still alive. But Alice was super nice. I met her when she was playing Bernice on Designing Women. And sort of that's how she talked. But incredible. Yes, I got to meet some cool people, man. What is that? The first time I saw Paul Lynde was on the Munsters. By the way, speaking, Lance, about the Munsters, they had the new Munsters pinball. The Munsters pinball machine came out, and I'm the only person alive that they could associate with the Munsters to help do the voiceovers. So I recorded all of they used the Paul Lynde as the doctor. On the pinball machine. So we did this entire thing where what the hell was it? I did all the voiceovers for the pinball machine. So if you ever see a Munsters pinball machine, look it up, the Munsters pinball machine, and look up the videos. There's videos of me playing it at this convention here. I think it's CES in Vegas. And they were talking about you hear my voice. It's like, oh, Lily, Herman, it's time to do this. But it's really, really funny stuff. Let's see. What's this, Red Road? Would love to see that. Love those ladies. Been watching the Mary Tyler Moore Show for the 100th time. Cloris Leachman, Kay Ballard. Oh, was she on the Mothers-in-Laws? Yes. And Paul Lynde did the Mothers-in-Law with Eve Arden and Kay Ballard. You can watch them. There are episodes on that are pretty cool. But Paul was on an episode of that. In fact, I think it's on YouTube. You can find it, The Mothers-in-Law. But that was a funny ass show. It was a funny show. Where are we on time? 4:30. Okay, we still have a few more minutes. I just had this up here because I still have oh, that's the girl from Pose. She's the trans from Pose. She is. Have you all seen Pose? Oh my God, it's such a good show. Oh my God, Billy Porter will bring you to tears. Constantly. So anyway, yes. Well, let's see what else. I've been pretty fucking lucky in my life. I'm what they call I'm a working actor. I'm a working person, and I have managed to carve out a living. I'm not a millionaire by any means, but I've managed to carve out a living and survive doing this crazy work my entire life. I've been doing it since I was 15 years old, and it's been wild. And and here I am over the age of 60. And I'm still going. Clint Eastwood is my role model. I want to be like Clint Eastwood. He's 91 years old. He just directed a movie and started a movie that came out yesterday. Can you believe that? Red Rover, I wish I could find the damn, hold on, let me see if I can Let me see if I hold on one second. I don't know if I can do this without screwing things up here. But if I go to, I might be able to hold on. I might be able to find this. Where the hell is YouTube downloader? Because I did it on YouTube. Let's see. F down. Aha. Okay. Now I see where it's at. Okay. Here we go. Let me see. I might be able to find this. Hold on. Share. I think I might be able to find this video because now I know where it's at. It's on F and it's on. Oh, there it is. It's supposed to be on downloads. Okay. There's Paul Lynde. There's that. There's Chomps, Leaders, Bruce Valanche. There's me with Ray Stevens. There's me with Hoyt Axton. Ruda. Where the hell is this? I can't believe I can't find this. Okay, there's Peter Marshall. There's the finale. That's a different finale with Peter Marshall. That's so crazy. I can't believe I don't have it right here. Oh, darn it. I wonder if this plays. This was, hold on. Let me see if this plays. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is a really shitty, okay. This is a really shitty thing, but this is in Palm Springs, not, this is in Palm Springs, and it's not Vegas, but Peter Marshall had come to see my show.
Hey, let's see. Give this to Tasha for getting up on stage.
Hold on, let me see. I've got to give it a second for it to hold on. You know what I can do? Hold on. I know what I can do. Let me go right here. Brand. Let's go to add video clip. Okay, we'll go to video clip, video clip, video clip, video clip, video clip. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can do this. Ah, shit, the file's too large. Well, darn it. Let me try it here. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, it's not letting me do it. Darn it. Okay, hold on. Why the hell? Let me see.
There you go. Right, Rody. What else do we have, Peter?
How about STP, gas treatment?
STP gas treatment. We're gonna let this table share it over here. There you go. Oh, thanks. What else have we got, Peter?
And from Dicker and Dicker of Beverly Hills, the latest in-for creations.
There we have it right here. We have no budget. I'm gonna give it to my man who kept my liquor flowing. This wonderful, and you can take this with some Elmer's glue and turn it into a merkin. It's quite welcome. Did y'all have a good time?
Okay, this is driving me nuts. I'm so sorry. I thought maybe I would be able to get this to play, but I usually it's without screwing things up here. Hold on. But if I go, wrong one. I want this to play because I introduced Peter. Hold on. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it back. Sucks.
We've had so much fun. We sold out 3 nights in a row. This is our 3rd night. And yeah. And I have to say thank you to someone very special who's here tonight. I started this crazy little idea 10 years ago to come back to life and entertain you with this show. We had some ups and downs, some hills and crazy things. It's crazy. But one of the most kind, generous men in show business said, Michael, I'll do the questions. And his name is Peter Marshall. He is the master of the Hollywood Squares, and he's sitting right over there. Questions. But yeah, it's been fun, and I thank you, Palm Springs, for making us feel welcome. We may come back next year. Wouldn't that be terrible? So Peter number 2, are you up there?
I sure am. It was really good to see you again. Oh, Paul.
Yeah?
Take care of yourself.
You take care too, Peter. I am what I am. I was my own special creation. Come, give me the book. Give me the hook. Or an ovation. It was my world that I wanted to have a little pride in, my world that I didn't think I had to hide in. Yeah, folks, now that my story's been told and my song's been sung, I can tell you the truth. I was a flaming queen. I was piped in American households, 20, 30 million homes a week. America laughed with me, not at me. And I'm still trying to figure out how I was able to get be so bitchy and get so goddamn famous. And you know what I'd like to think? I'd like to think I made the world a safer place for sissies. So, for all those people out there wishing that they grow up and be rich and famous, for all those little girls out there who'd rather have a bag of golf clubs instead of a Barbie, for all those little boys that'd rather play Scarlett O'Hara instead of Red Butler, I say save the sissies. There's a lot of little Paul Lynde sprouting up all over the place. And they need just a little bit of acid for fertilizer. Those pansies, they're mine. Peter Marshall used to say, Paul Lynde to win the game. And you want to know how to win the game? First, you gotta have fun. Number two, you've got to be yourself. Most people never realize this wasn't an act. This was me. Yes, it was. Laughing, singing, prancing, thinking, morons. And while we're on the subject, I'd like to thank Kevin, our fabulous sound man back there, for doing a wonderful job. Our fabulous great staff here at the Purple Room. They have worked their butts off, the bartenders. Over here, I'd like to introduce the three incredibly talented men. Our little straight boy here on the end playing bass, Mr. Bottom, Mr. Evan. 10 years ago, when I sat in Peter's house and he gave me all these questions and we recorded them, I had a drummer. And he started with me 10 years ago and he still comes back and plays. Mr. Michael Lynde! About my musical director we discovered on Grindr. The gorgeous, the hunky Mr. Paul Katie right there. Why can't they be like we were? Perfect in every way. What's the matter with kids today? Good night, everybody. Come on. Thank you so much.
There you go. There you go, people. There it is. We got a few more minutes before we go to the Emmys. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Have I ever considered writing a book about my career, Robert Jones? I am. It's called My Deliriously Fabulous Life, and then in parentheses, and how not to become an overnight success in showbiz. Well, listen, we got 10 minutes left before the Emmys. Judy. I hope you all enjoyed that. I was not planning on putting that up, and I didn't think I would be able to find that video. It's a little, it's not the best quality, but that's another one of those special videos. That was in Palm Springs, but I will find the one next Sunday when I do a Sunday afternoons with Michael. I promise you I will have that video with Cloris Leachman and Karen and Rosemarie. It's one of those that just warms my heart. And I'll bring that and I'll put that up. and I'll do some other pictures. I hope you all had a good time. Thank you guys for everybody that was in here watching. I am honored and thrilled that you come in and spend a little time with me. And it's cool. I actually have better video. And I actually have video of the Las Vegas show. And Judy's off to watch the Emmys. They still got this is on right now, Judy. I know you're watching it. If you're watching the E crap, but that means I have to switch over. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if they've switched over from the football game. Let's see. Hold on. Da 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 da. Oh, look at that. No, that's Dallas Cowboys. Hold on. CBS. Yep. Look at that. They're not going to look at this. Dismiss, enhance the action. No, I could care less. Let's see. Come on. Yep, there it is. How much longer is this game on for? 2nd down and 6. They still have 6. We're never gonna be able to see the Emmys here. And we're not gonna be able to see the Emmys here because the football game is gonna overpower the Emmys unless you'll watch a bunch of rednecks lose it in Vegas. if they go, it's over now, the football game. We don't even get to see the fucking opening. But I will tell you this. I do know that at 8 o'clock, they'll replay the Emmys. So even though I might miss the opening, we'll be able to see it later. Is this happening in, hey, Judy, if you're still watching, is this happening in Los Angeles too? Is the football game still on there? I just see you said fuck football. I know you didn't say fuck football, Judy. By the way, Judy Diamond is wonderful. She is Ruta Lee's assistant and keeps Ruta Lee's life together. And I saw where she works in her office and what she has to deal with. She is a saint. She's a mensch. Judy Diamond. So Judy, is it still is the football game still on in LA? Anybody in Los Angeles? Is the football game still on and you can't see the Emmys? Yes, I know. So look at the good side. Judy, know that at 8 o'clock, if you missed the opening, you can watch the replay at 8 o'clock. Everybody, what can I say? I'm going to sign out of here. And I mean, I could stay on because there's no Emmys. I mean, we could sit here and chat much longer, but I don't want to bore you on your Sunday afternoon. Besides, I need another cocktail. You guys are great. Red Rover, Lance, Deanna Sherry Amore, Judy Diamond, Moesha Lipschitz, Paul Leary, Robert Jones, Cheryl Blevins, Barbara DeVella, Dennis Sagan, all the way from Pretoria, South Africa. Thank you guys so much. Esther's coming back. She's got a big to-do coming on Thursday. All I can say is what she's doing on Thursday, when I'm allowed to talk about it, which won't be for a while, but what she's doing and filming on Thursday will be seen all over the world on a major, major streaming service. And we are so excited. She's got a brand new outfit. She's got hair done. It's pretty fucking amazing. But we'll let you know. Hey, have an awesome, glorious, fabulous Sunday and a great week. Stay positive. Always stay positive, people, no matter how bad things are. And I will see you guys later. It's not ending.